Opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. From One Blue Jays Way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Athletics taking on the All-Stars. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. All right, partner, ready to go. Always a pleasure to get things started with you on opening day.
Well, Happy New Year, buddy. And anyone that's involved in baseball, even though it's not January 1st, this is the start of a new year. Every team has playoff hopes. I love this time of the year. I'm excited to get things going.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Coming up on the first pitch, and it'll be George Springer to step to the plate.
George Springer.
And a new season is officially underway.
Wow, Boo. First pitch of the night, and looks like the strike zone's a little small.
Right through there for a strike. So a pitcher making his major league debut and getting the opening day start. Not something we see very often.
No kidding, Boog. And just look around the league here on opening day. You'll see a lot of proven aces getting the start. So they're hoping that that's what he can be for this organization. Someone who can start a bunch of opening days for them in the future as well.
Up the middle. What a stop. Fires to first, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single.
Definitely a tough play right there, and he had a little trouble on the transfer. Didn't seem to be able to get the grip and get rid of it, and that made all the difference.
Close, but called the ball. Ball one. Springer aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
Caught him looking for the K. And that's the first strikeout of his major league career.
And it could be the first of many if he meets the goals he set for himself and the expectations others have for him. He doesn't want to just win games. He wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers can sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
Boog, I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting a ball over the fence. And so for a guy, even if he doesn't have power stuff or strikeout stuff, a strikeout is still something that makes him stick his chest out a little bit further.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one. The 1-1. Springer on the run. Pitch misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game one. So that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
One out, and a runner at second here on opening day. Slider clips the zone. Chang on to first. 2 away. And time now to check out the A's lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
And the 0-1.
Curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
That's a ball.
That one outside. And the count is 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Tyler Soderstrom.
Next up for the A's, Tyler Soderstrom. Fouls away the first offering. And that is out of play.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here at Rogers Center. And pitching in this one for the A's, Shane Bieber. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him? Chen, looking for his first big league hit right here. Hey! And there's a foul ball. Got him. One away. Trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Swing and a foul out of play. That's hard hit on the line. And there are 2 down.
Batting third, first baseman, number 99.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Up the middle and a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Chang with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
And here's the moment a lot of fans wanted to see. The top prospect in baseball comes to the plate for his major league debut. Lee right through there for a strike. Chang leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Couldn't have picked a better pitch to go on. It looked like he was going no matter what, but you steal bases so many times off the pitcher. You get that jump there, And if the catcher's great, he can make up the time. But if you've got good speed, he's not going to make it up.
Man at second. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Scoreless after one. Back now in Toronto. Now it's the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. The 0-1. And a big swing and a miss. Stays alive. The 0-2. This to third. And quickly one away in the second.
Batting seventh, center fielder Lawrence Butler.
Foul ball. No score here in the second. And that's in there for a strike. Little slider that finds the mark.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That one blasted deep to right. Carrying well. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Batting eighth, second baseman Jeff McNeil.
Jeff McNeil stands in.
No, that's low.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Evidently not too impressed with that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside corner, so he's making his case. You got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this was his time.
2 down, nobody on. This one in the air, center field. And that'll do it. Offense held in check there. Down to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. Stepping in, Jonathan Long. Have to say, he's one of the most impressive young players I've seen in recent years.
Well, no question about it. His future is very bright. The city, the organization, both are excited about him. He has a lot to look forward to.
When you think about it, he may be in the league for the next 10 or 15 years. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
Yeah, that's fouled off. The 0-1. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one carrying into the bullpen and gone. You want to talk about kicking off your major league career with a bang. His first big league hit leaves the yard. He'll remember this trip around the bases for the rest of his life. Wow.
He ought to. Usually guys are squeezing the bat so tight, trying to get that first hit out of the way. They can't get the ball out of the infield, Boog, but not him. Maybe a glimpse of what's to come from him in the next few years. Good job. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
One down. Now, Stuart Fairchild. Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike one. Swing and a foul straight back. The 0-2. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. One out, bases empty, and a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. Got him. That K is his third of the game. Chris, he looks locked in on reaching a milestone we know has been coming up for him.
Yeah, Boog, 2 to go, and he'll move up into a new echelon for career Ks. Pretty special when you get to watch a pitcher have a moment like that.
Ball, that's outside.
The 1-0.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And that's the inning. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. Welcome back. Here's a look at this team's early season projection. Out to short. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Up next for the A's, left fielder George Springer.
And fouled off. The 0-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Ibanez on at first, nobody out. And a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
And the batter now, Nick Kurtz, delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. That's in there. First and second, no outs here on opening day.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is a big first out. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Tap foul at the plate. Two on, one out. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you got
in there, got him looking for the K. And that's 4 strikeouts.
No, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere, and you've got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Langoliers takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Hard hit left side. And the inning is over. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Chinese Taipei on top here, 1-0. Back here at Rogers Center, digging in, Yu.
Number 90.
This one in the air. Soderstrom settles underneath it. 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, number 98.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
That's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting,
Chen with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Runner on the go. Pitch outside. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
When you're trying to swipe a bag against an elite level arm behind the plate like this guy, you better get a great jump and hope that your speed can finish this job. That was a great jump right there. Really nice steal of second base.
Man at second. And that one fouled off. Swings through it for the K. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. And Chris, I have to think he's feeling amped. Needs just 1 more strikeout for a career milestone.
Boog, he's amped, I'm amped, and I have to think the fans are too. Not every day you get to witness history like this.
Chang in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Chinese Taipei lead it 1-0. Back now in Toronto, and here's the first baseman, Tyler Soderstrom.
Hey!
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a ground ball. Chang. The throw to first, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Ball.
And it's 1-1.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swings and misses. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4.
Hey.
Swings through that. And they'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. And a foul ball. Butler, the runner at first with 2 gone. Back foot slider struck him out. The A's strand 1. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Leading off, Lee.
Number 50.
Foul ball there. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Blew him away with a fastball after starting the at bat with a bunch of breaking balls, Singy.
Yeah, that was a nice setup, Boo. Didn't offer him anything straight to look at on the first 3 pitches, so when they ran that fastball up there, clearly his timing wasn't there, and I doubt that's what he was looking to protect against with 2 strikes.
The 0-2. Line to left. And there's 2 away.
Now that is catcher number 4.
Next to hit, Gil Lee. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
In the air out to center. That one gets down for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. So digging in, Chen. Popped out and fouled ground first time through.
Nope. That's inside.
The 1-0. That one almost got him.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Check swing went around. Strike 1. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Springer gets under it. That is the inning. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. We played 4. Chinese Taipei out front 1-0. Back here at Rogers Center, all set for the start of the inning. Andy Ibanez getting ready to hit. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
You know, these A's doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
The 1-1. Fought off foul.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
This one smoked on its way out of here. George Springer takes him deep, and we have a tie ball game. It's 1-1.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Nick Kurtz up next for the A's, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. One out, bases empty, and a run in here on opening day. The 1-2. High fly ball down the left field line. That's back there. And that one is out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And the A's jump in front. It's 2-1.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Sheets departs. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment.
Now pitching.
Righty reliever out of the pen, Po-Yu Chen. And this is the best way to make your major league debut. No one on base.
Yeah, you're already going to be a little nervous out there, so I think it's a nice job by the skipper to get him in here without any added pressure with traffic on the bases.
Aye.
The other way,
Nope,
and
that's
foul ball. 2 runs across in the inning, and we're at the top of the 5th. That was pretty nasty. Rooker not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge, and it's going to stay a strike. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. He's 0 for 1.
Aye.
Ground ball up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. And he'll just eat it, so that's an infield knock.
Up next for the A's, first baseman Tyler Soderstrom.
Foul ball. Quick toss to first, and he's back in easily. There's the sinker at the knees for a strike. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Langoliers off of first with 2 away. Right through there, got him. 3rd out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the shortstop at the plate.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
That's a ball.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Swing and a miss, and the count even 1-1.
That's ball 2.
Grounds 1 to short. Wilson tosses to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
And a foul ball. The 0-1. And that is out of play. struck him out swinging. Tied him up on a fastball inside.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Chang in the box here and fouls it off for strike one. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Drilled in the air out towards right center. And that is that. The Athletics with the lead 2-1. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. Jacob Wilson will hit next.
Shortstop Jacob Wilson.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here. Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Up next for the A's, center fielder Lawrence Butler.
A's leading by a run, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Chen, in his rookie season, 24 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Good job to fight that one off. 0-2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
2 down, base is empty. Jeff McNeil up next for the A's. That's ripped. Base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Hey.
Oh, 0-2 now. Up the middle, Yu sends it to first. Inning over. The A's on top 2-1. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's a big power threat. Chang.
Number 99.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Swing and a foul out of play. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Strikeout number 8.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And that one fouled off. Home team down a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Liner snagged at first.
Now batting for the All-Star.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. So now the DH spot, Jonathan Long. Cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him. Fouled off. He was late. Swing and a miss.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
And there's a base hit, and that keeps the inning going. Jonathan Long with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Foul ball there. Long leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Whiff number 9 for him in this game. 9. 1 hit, 1 left. We're through 6 full. The A's are on top here, 2-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
George Springer.
Aye.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Up next for the A's, the designated hitter, Nick Kurtz.
The changeup missing. Ball 1. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 3 balls, no strikes. And there's the automatic.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, Got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the #3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
2 down, nobody on. In the air, out towards right center. Fairchild on the move. And that is that. So they go quietly there. 7th inning stretch time. The Athletics. Well, 1-run game. And now the center fielder, Stuart Fairchild. 1 for 2. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. The A's bullpen has some movement. Justin Sterner getting loose out there. Harris, the lefty, warming up as well. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
This one in the air, center field. Butler settles under it. Takes it in for the out.
Now batting, right fielder.
Manager out of the
Number
dugout now,
24.
and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. That's it for Shane Bieber, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. Now on the bump, Justin Sterner.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Okay, swing now. He had his mind made up. As soon as that ball left the hand of the pitcher, he was going to swing at it.
The A's trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Foul ball, still 0-2. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
You at the plate now as he chases after that one. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss, and that is that. The Athletics have the advantage, 2-1.
Now pitching.
Left-hander out of the bullpen, Chen. On for his major league debut, and a moment he will never forget.
Better believe that. It's always so special the first time you get into a big league ball game. I did it as a position player, but for him as a pitcher, I'm sure there's some nerves there. Probably don't want to squeeze the baseball too tight. Just relax and do what you're capable of doing.
Leading off for the Athletics, catcher Shea Langoliers.
Sliced hard but foul. Fastball for a strike. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes, and there's one down.
For the A's, first baseman Tyler Soderstrom.
Comes up empty. That's strike two. A little bit low.
That's low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Now the throw goes to first, and they get the out. The old 4-6-3 put out. I guess that's 2 assists. I don't know. 2 outs, base is empty. Jacob Wilson up next for the A's. 0 for 3 in this one. And that one clips the corner.
Most hitters are looking for a first pitch fastball. You're not really timed up for a changeup. So if it's well located by the pitcher, he can get strike 1.
Nope, outside.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Goes down looking. And the A's are gone in order. They lead it 2-1. He's 1 for 3, picked up his first major league hit earlier.
Well, there's no time for him to be reflective right now, but you know he will be later on. The pressure's off a little bit with that first knock out of the way, though.
Well struck left field. Way back there. It's got a chance. Can't reach this one. It gets down. Safe at second with nobody out, and he represents the tying run.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
Pickoff move to second. Chen back on a dive.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
That one finds the corner, and it's 0-1. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. So the tying run at second. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. Nicely done for the out.
Everyone appreciates when a shortstop makes a play like that. Your manager's smiling over there, and your teammates are loving it.
So now, with 1 away and a man at second. And here is Chang, 1 for 3. Right through there for a strike.
Not sure if he was expected for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Man at second. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 1. Way out front for strike 2. Move to second, and he's back in safely. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Here's a 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Here's a 1-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. On to first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Justin Sterner will depart, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
For
So they turn to their closer, Mark Leiter Jr.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
0 for 3 so far in his debut.
Yeah, great time to get that batting average off the runway here.
Base hit! Runner around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, a big two-out hit, and the game is tied. So he gets 2 milestones with that hit, his first big league knock, and he drives in his first run as well.
Yeah, you love to get both of those out of the way with just one swing of the bat, and it makes the special moment even more special. It's not just an individual accomplishment when you're also driving in a run for your team. That's an at-bat he's never going to forget.
Just missed. And now it's even up. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Tyler Ferguson, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Harris warming up as well. Chinese Taipei with the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And now it's 1-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. 2-2 game. Stepping in, Lawrence Butler.
Center fielder Lawrence Butler.
That's in there. 0-1. Late swing, foul to the left. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Up next for the A's, second baseman Jeff McNeil.
0-1.
All tied up here at the top of the 9th. Swings and misses. And the count 1-1. On the ground right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Up next for the A's, third baseman Andy Ibanez.
Andy Ibanez up next for the A's. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. There's a swing and a drive. Gone. He dunks it off the foul pole. And the A's jump in front. It's 3-2.
Nothing better than hitting a home run to put your team out in front. He's enjoying a fun trip around the bases. This thing was hooking down the line the entire way. We knew it was going to be close, and bang, right off the left field pole. That was a pretty swing, and he found a way to keep his hands inside just enough to keep it fair.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Chen gives way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching.
On the mound now,
48.
Chen Zhuang on for his major league debut, so we'll see if he's ready for the big stage.
He just has to remember this is the same game that he's played all the way through the minor leagues to this point. The only difference, there are just more people in the stands and it's a bigger stadium, but the game itself is still the same. Look at the catcher, whatever fingers he puts down, that's what you throw, and just let him lead you in this one.
Hey.
One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first. That takes care of Springer. And the inning is over. So they pick up a run of the solo shot and take the lead. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. The A's lead this one 3-2.
Leading things off, catcher number 4.
That misses the
that
zone,
misses out.
and it's 1-0. That one is absolutely belted. That's got a chance. Just missed getting out of here and tying this game. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the hope and optimism is shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with. They got to find a way to get a runner on and get one around the bases.
Just missed. And it's even up.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Swings through that one for strike 2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The A's trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Got him swinging for the K. Now only 1 out remaining.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
So it's their last chance in this one. Now it's the right fielder, Chen. In for a strike. It's 0-1. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. They're down to their final strike.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
On the ground to third. Throw to first and ball game. And the A's collect their first win of the season.
Well, you take a tie ball game into the ninth on the road, you know that you've got some work to do. You got to score, but then you've also got to get 3 outs in the bottom half of that inning. They did just that today. Very well played ball game. Get this win on the road. Everybody's happy with the W.
3-2 the final score. The A's are victorious. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.